And next.
Jeff.
Child sizes. You open the strap here, you go around your head, strap goes around your back, clips to ring in the front. Pull it nice and tight, you're ready to float the Wisconsin. Those of you sitting on the back deck, how about give me a wave? And you folks sitting on the upper deck, I can't really see you guys. I'll leak over with an answer for you. But that's enough from me. I will now pass the mic up to your pilot. She's going to introduce herself as well, go over a few rules, and get us started. Our first point of interest is off on your right-hand side. You will see a high rock, so of course we call it high rock. Why don't you folks give a little wave, say high rock. High rock stands at 65 feet tall, and across from it on the left-hand side is Romance Cliffs. It is the intersection of 4 Wisconsin counties, Sauk, Adams, Columbia, and Juneau. This is also the location where the river runs at its deepest, being 110 feet deep. It's a great example of wind, water, and frost erosion, and that is how it got its pillar-like structure. Especially as at this point in their journey, the rafts could be up to 200 to 300 feet in length, so they had to chop them up into smaller bits called rapids pieces, about 40 feet by 40 feet, called a raptor's hook. There's only one now left on the lower Dells. They point that out if you were to ever take the lower Dells boat tours, but there used to be hundreds of them lining the banks. It is said that at times there would be so many rafts tied up. Because of those strong currents, those men were pulled into the banks where the rocks would destroy their rafts, and they sometimes lost their lives as well. So very skilled lumber raftsmen called standing river pilots would camp out just before the narrows and help those men navigate their way safely through the Devil's Elbow. Far wall just underneath the dark overhang of rock to the left of the lowest hanging bridge. We do understand it is very old, weathered, and hard to read, but it does in fact say Leroy dates Dell's a river pilot from 1849 to 58. Not be docking there. Not very many people were too thrilled about having a 3-hour tour. Not very sure why, I don't get it. But if you ever want to explore cold water and shield, so naturally we call it Giant Shield. We're very creative. But we also use it as an unofficial natural water marker. In September, we have some ducks back at our home docks. We have bald eagles, blue herons. The river has about 37 species of fish, the largest being our lake sturgeon can grow to be about 7 feet long. Alright, one person, that's okay. We have spotted some more wildlife actually at this time for you guys. So if you look off to the left, up on that tree fell on top of her, so it must have scared her a little bit. She seems somewhat petrified. Actually, at this time there is a short break in the commentary, so I'm gonna go back downstairs and start making my way around the boat, doing my best to answer any questions that you guys might have. If I don't know the answer, I know you're pretty good at making it. Boat. And we're now entering my favorite area here on the Upper Dells tour. Back here the water gets calm, so you might say feels a bit romantic. We call this Lover's Lane. Alright. But we do have a tradition out here in the Dells boat tours, and everyone is required to participate. So those are beautiful eyes. Lean in close, give them a nice, big, crisp $20 bill, or a 50 or 100.
later with a study that came to the conclusion that the river gets so wide out here because the banks are further apart. Yeah. Pretty valid answer, right?
So if you look into Sunset, you will notice a bunch of small holes. Those are called bugs, spelled B-U-G-G-S. They're home to many cliff and bank swallows that migrate to beautiful blue log furniture this afternoon. It's just out of courtesy to those around you. If you do wish to sit somewhere else, we do have a few open seats today on this tour, but just maybe wait.